Well, we're going to talk a little bit today about AI and its impact on music. You know, you've seen ChatGPT 4. We've shown you here what we do with it here on our show. The opening graphic you just saw, that was ChatGPT 4. We had Alfred, our droid, developed that graphic. Basically, I prompted him and said, okay, this is what I want. I wanted a show called Future Shock graphic that we can show at the beginning of the show. Infuse in it, you know, some ideas about the future of AI and how it's going to have an impact on the globe, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, that he sent me back a number of them. And that the one you saw just there on the open, that's an example of text to graphic application. Okay, now there's another one out called Sora. That's also from OpenAI, where it's text to video. So you explain through the prompt what you want video-wise, and the edited video comes back to you. I mean, it's insane. It really is. It's beyond comprehension. You know, at this point, if that's not getting close to artificial general intelligence, I don't know what is. Okay, here's an example coming up right now. An example of one of the music apps, or let's say what AI is going to, it's right now doing to the world of music through prompts. Now, here's an example of what some people are talking about, the end of music as we know it. Is it going to end music as we know it, and how it's composed and such by humans? Okay, here's our story. Did AI just end music? Let's take a look.
This video was brought to you by Brilliant. Hi, welcome to another episode of Cold Fusion. The following song is 100% generated by AI.
Come aboard to the realm of Cold Fusion's light, where curiosity ignites and minds take flight. A better future, heaven help us make a better future.
Everything you hear is all artificially generated. By AI generated, I mean the lyrics, which was ChatGPT, the rhythm, the vocals. To get this output, all I did was type in a text prompt of what I wanted. There are a few revisions, but still, the result is honestly insane. And if you think that's a one-off, here's another example. I wanted a classical piece, so I typed this. How about some guitar-driven stuff?
So you crave a wild ride.
Or some R&B.
Please remember me. Please remember me.
Our souls, please remember me.
Or some UK garage. All very impressive. Even the album covers were made using AI, and that's just to let you know what we're dealing with here. As some of you know, I've been a musician for the better part of 20 years, and a producer for a decade. If you've watched a Cold Fusion video before, you've heard some of my music. So being a technology enthusiast as well, I do have mixed feelings about this. AI has finally come to something very close to my heart. We've seen AI voice swapping that could get artists to perform songs in different genres, but this is something totally different. With this latest generation of AI music, it's not just the vocals, but the backing music, which is artificial, which in my view is much more difficult for AI to do coherently. What you just heard previously was from a platform called Udio, and it was created by a group of ex-DeepMind engineers. It's a watershed moment for AI music. And they're not the only ones. A few months ago, there was a similar application called Suno AI. In a recent video, I looked at the AI deception, and it was about how some companies are lying and overpromising the capabilities of AI. But on the flip side, I said that there's also some companies that are obfuscating the true extent of AI replacing jobs. Today's episode falls in the second category. First it was images, graphic design, writing, videos, and now finally music. It's clear that AI music systems will eventually impact those in the music industry, but how? In this episode, we explore AI music apps, what they're all about, how it works, its criticisms, and how AI could disrupt the music industry. I also had the opportunity to speak to the amazing musician and YouTuber Rick Beato to get his thoughts on this, and I also spoke to Taryn Southern, who's considered to be one of the first artists to commercially release music using AI. Alright, so on the count of 3, let's go.
You are watching Cold Fusion TV.
Quote, creating music is an inherently complex process, but we're streamlining that, making it more accessible and intuitive than ever before. End quote. That's from Sonos co-founder, Mikey Schulman, and it just about summarizes what these AI companies are trying to achieve. In fact, the premise of Suno and Udio is basically the same. Now anybody can create music, even though they have no prior musical knowledge. Just type a text prompt, and away you go. Users can provide subjects, instruments, feelings, and/or their custom lyrics, and in just a minute, a track is ready to play. 30 seconds for Udio and 2 minutes for Suno. Both platforms can extend tracks and provide different variations, and both are free to use right now. Some say that Udio's first version is already pretty good, better than Suno's version 3. I've used both of them to gain insight, but I ended up liking Udio's output more personally, because it was cleaner and possessed a better understanding of less typical genres. So even though the examples I've shown you and will show you are through using Udio, keep in mind that a lot of the content in this video also applies to Suno.
Suno version 3 is now available to everyone, including those on the free plan. It is the best AI music generator by far, and it just got even better with V3, a completely free AI music generator launched called Udio. People have been saying this is the ChatGPT moment for AI music, or calling it the Sora of music. A lot of the time, people massively overhype new AI launches. That's how everyone gets clicks, but there's some truth to this one.
To understand just how revolutionary this tech is, it helps to know how modern music is made before AI. The first step is to come up with a guitar riff. I made this one a few years ago when mucking around on my acoustic guitar, but for the final track I used a Gretsch electric guitar with a delay and reverb pedal and a distortion pedal. I was going for a calm 3/4 waltz time signature with a post-rock feel.
So, okay, so, you know, we've covered some incredible information, I think, over the last few weeks. Sora, we covered that. We covered DALL-E, the graphics, text-to-graphic. Now you've seen Udio and Suno, and these are two of many of the music apps, the AI music apps being released right now. So there's an example of what's happening in the world of music. Now, it's kind of insane, but it's true. It's here now, and these are even free right now. So if you haven't tried it, if you're in the world of music or you are interested in becoming part of the world of music, AI can be an ally for you if you get in and learn how to use it. Okay, this is the moment in the show when we do a little spot for our sponsor, which is Pendragon Apothecary. We have a number of CBD products, some with THC, some without. And you know, one of the great companies that we've discovered that we work with is a company in Austin, Texas, and it's called Hometown Heroes. They've got a lot of interesting products, some CBD products and some other products in the world of, I guess, herbal medicine or that in that genre. Here's an interesting product. It's kava, which is a relaxing herb, right? Along with ashwagandha. Now this is formulated in chocolate bars. So this is ashwagandha and kava chocolate bar and 67% cocoa. So it's 400 milligrams kava. So this is an interesting product, and we've got it here at Pendragon Apothecary, pendragonapothecary.com. The Shopify website is back up, and so anything that we've got in the store generally is going to be on the site. We're still working on the site, but it is up now, so feel free to take a look, and hopefully you can see some things that you might be interested in the area of wellness, forward-leaning wellness. We've got the mushrooms, the 7 sacred mushrooms, the lion's mane and cordyceps and chaga and turkey tail. All of those mushroom powders and some tinctures too are on the website. Now back with the program. Okay, as we As we get close to the end of the show, this is an abbreviated show, I want to mention an interesting thing. We've got a clip, maybe we'll play it tomorrow, but they announced an AI safety board recently. And a lot of people are on that board, you know, a lot of the luminaries in the world of AI. But it's very interesting, and this is I guess, a government-related edict that they need to have the AI safety board. But Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg are not on the board. And so there's an array of people on there, people from OpenAI. I think Sam Altman is on the board, which makes sense. But Elon Musk is not on the board. Really, I mean, I can't believe it, considering the fact that, you know, he's right at the forefront of making AI a reality across the planet, you know, from the very inception, you know. Anyway, it's very, very interesting. Anyway, that's it for our show today. I think we're a little over, and we started with an abbreviated start. So anyway, we'll see you tomorrow here on Future Shock. See you then.